Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and we're here for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. And Facebook has really changed the format here. I'm sorry if the picture is like a weird shape and weirdly positioned because I am not familiar with what they're doing now. So we're here after we've been to the National Corgi Show in Virginia, like 13 hours of driving each way. That should have been about 7, 8, which was pretty dreadful. And I also fell on our second agility course, which was on, of course, the day of the Corgi Show agility. That was a whole nother story. But we had great success in Fast Cat, and we ended up getting our first title in Fast Cat. So I thought it would be really fun because it's such a great, nice thing to do with your dog. To talk a little bit about Fast Cat for a couple of episodes. So today we'll just talk about what it is and what it's like to go to a Fast Cat event, and then we'll have some more episodes about getting your dog ready and what you need to do to be able to ask this kind of performance from your dog. It's not so simple as putting him in his crate and taking him somewhere and letting him run. So Fast Cat stands for Coursing Ability Test. That's the cat part. It's not about chasing cats, although some dogs might feel like they're chasing cats. And it was originally developed for use with sight hounds as a way to have fun with them. And basically the dog is doing a 100-yard dash, the length of a football field-ish, and they are chasing a plastic bag on a string, which is on a track, so that someone is controlling the plastic bag and pulling it ahead of the dog to encourage him to run faster and to chase the bunny, as they call it. And how do you find out about this? You can enter Fast Cats at infodog.com in the Northeast. I don't really know where you do that in other parts of the country, or if Infodog. I think Infodog really does cover most of the country. But lots of places that offer Fast Cat, like for us, there's a place in Connecticut at Tails You Win where they offer Fast Cat practice days. And those are fun things to go to, where you can take your dog down to where they have this chute set up. It's about 10 or 12 feet wide, and then the bunny on a string is in the middle of it. And basically you need 2 people, one to hold your dog and one to catch your dog, and a leash at each end, so you need 2 leashes. And there's often somebody there that can release your dog for you if you're not able to bring someone. And there are many possibilities for releasers, and that can be kind of an issue. You've got some people that are really serious about this with a very enthusiastic terrier that will pick the front end of the dog up off the ground and kind of jostle him because he's so excited, and they're trying to hold his attention. That's not necessarily a good thing to do with like a wiener dog, a dachshund, or a corgi, or a lot of other breeds, maybe other herding dogs. So you know, your release person does really matter. You don't want them to, be snuggly and holding the dog and getting to know him and all of that, because you want the dog to want to leave that person. So it's best if it's somebody the dog doesn't really know all that well. Certainly having your child do it isn't a great thing, because the dog's used to playing with the child and he may not want to run after the bag/bunny when your child lets him go. So it's good to find someone at the event who can release your dog. And then the other situation that can occur, some releasers will have a long conversation with your dog. Come on, boy, go get the bunny, for like a minute and a half. And if things are not going well, like if the bunny's getting stuck, it can be 2-3 minutes that the person's holding your dog. The more they talk to lots of dogs, the more distracted they get. You want their focus on the bunny. So once you've got your release person all situated, you, as the person who's going to catch your dog and encourage your dog, run down to the other end of the track. It's not ideal sport for people who are really impaired in their mobility, but plenty of people that do this are not moving that great. So you go down to the end of the course and past where the bunny is going to end, and you call your dog and encourage him to chase the bunny. Now, lots of people have animals with a high prey drive, and they'll be yelling things like, get the bunny, go get it. Where's the squirrel? Find the squirrel. Tristan, who has learned not to chase bunnies, comes to mommy and incidentally chases the plastic bag. And so he'll run down the length of it just to get to me. Some other dogs really do try to get the bunny and actually catch it and can shred the bag a little bit. So that can be a problem. It takes quite a lot of skill to know your dog and to be able to pull that bunny along at a speed that's encouraging the dog, but still out of reach of the teeth. And it takes, most dogs are doing this run, you know, anywhere between 8 and 18 seconds. So that's a pretty quick time, and you get 2 runs in one show or day. And lots of people try to schedule their runs an hour or maybe 2 hours apart, not one at 9 in the morning and one at 3 in the afternoon, because that's a very long day for you and your dog. And it kind of diminishes his enthusiasm to be sitting around for 5 hours waiting for his second go. So they try to schedule you like within an hour or 2 of each other when you sign up for each of your runs. You only get 2 runs unless there's a bunny malfunction, which does occur. If the thing gets hung up somewhere or the dog catches the bunny, you get a second try for that run. So you may do 3 runs in a day, which is not typical. Only 2 of those will actually count. So once you have your dog at the place and he does his run and you say, oh, he did 14 seconds, what do you know? That's not your actual number. You have to convert your dog's seconds to his miles per hour and then multiply that by his handicap. So I have a really short dog, so he gets multiplied by 2. Other dogs, not as much. So you have that, and then you end up with a number of points for the AKC. So, you know, I would say typically a dog that's just learning to do this and isn't super enthusiastic is going to earn about 25 points per run. And you get your first title when you get 150 points. So you can think about that, you know, that's like 6 runs. You're going to have to go to probably 3 shows to accomplish that. And these things fill up fast. Getting in at a Fast Cat event in different parts of the country can be quite a trick. So if you are interested in this, sign up as soon as it's available on the day that it opens. So once you have all this excitement about doing Fast Cat, and it is a great thing to do with like a group of 4-H kids or something, you have to figure out how to get your dog interested in chasing plastic bags. What I do and what other people have done, I put a squeaky toy in the plastic bag, put the plastic bag at the end of a long leash, jump on the bag, make it squeak, and then run around the yard getting him to chase the bag, and when he does, I give him treats. Other ways you can do this, you can have a friend, maybe somebody who's a kid who's a good runner, take the bag on the leash and run with it while they are holding in their other hand a squeaky toy and squeaking it to encourage the dog to chase the bag. You can have your child do that. Other people have used like a horse lunge whip and put that, because it's long, it's like 6 feet long with a long string on the end, and you could do this with just a big branch from the yard, like about a 6-foot branch, and put your dog leash on the end of that, and then tie your plastic bag to the end of the dog leash. And some people put stinky treats in the bag, make sure your dog doesn't eat the bag, and then pull it in a circle, encouraging your dog to run after it. So these things you can do at home if you're unable to get to a place to do a practice event. And plenty of dogs I saw this weekend doing it had never done it before, and some of them were a little like, huh, what am I doing here? But plenty of them, as soon as the person releasing them said, get the bunny, that dog took off like, where's the rabbit? Down the line, plus mommy's calling him down at the other end. So it's a really fun sport, and it's pretty fun training your dog to do this. What we'll talk about in some more episodes is how to condition your dog and how to take good care of your dog when he's at the event, because it really is, for a lot of dogs, such a fun sport that they do a maximal physical effort in that 20 seconds. I mean, it's no different than a person swimming in a race one length of the pool or doing a fast sprint on track. So you can't just take your dog, you know, out of his bed and throw him down and say run, because you're going to end up with injuries. So we will talk more about that in upcoming episodes of Conversations with a Corgi. I'm hoping to do 1 or 2 more this week because we have a light week at my educator job. So thanks for joining us. I did meet several people. Oh yeah, Tristan did well, but I fell. Yes, it's too bad. And I still am having problems with my leg. Like I think I ruptured the bursa in my knee. Like it's nothing terrible, but it's taking a long time to recover. Anyway, I did meet a few people who are regular viewers of Conversations with a Corgi when I was in Virginia. So hello to those people, and keep watching, because I do intend to do these for a very long time, even though maybe not very frequently at this point. So thanks for joining us. Everybody have a great day. We're enjoying some lovely warm weather here. I know out in the Northwest it's a little snowy and colder, but I am clinging to the end of summer as the foliage here is turning yellower by the day. So we will see you soon. Everybody look up Fast Cat on the AKC website, or just Google it, and the amazing pictures of dogs like full flight, all feet in the air, just running after that plastic bag down the track. It's a really fun sport. Thanks for joining us.